I'm outside the UPS store dropping off $1,900 worth of eBay sales. It's between two boxes. In this video, I'm going over the 7 best tips that I have learned in my years of selling on eBay that have allowed me to make more money in less time and ditch the thrift store because it is the worst place to source your inventory. My name is Max. This is my eBay store. I have about 10 items listed, 50 sold, $40,000 in a 90-day total, and I do this about 10 hours a week. So in this video, I'm going over how I run my business and how you can too. This is probably my favorite tip. Systems to get inventory will always beat sourcing for inventory. Now, what does that mean? Sourcing for inventory is when you're actively searching for inventory. This is me on Facebook Marketplace. This is you at the thrift store, garage sales, or flea markets, or you on Facebook Marketplace if you're awesome. That's actively sourcing for inventory, spending time out of your day to look for inventory. Now, what are systems to get your inventory? This is when you have connections, people, ads, websites saying you buy stuff that you do, or people bring you inventory. For me, for my appliance business, I have a website saying I buy appliances and what brands I buy. I have made connections with appliance installers, kitchen remodelers, appliance repair people who bring me inventory when alternatively they were going to scrap it. Or they're like, hey, I know you buy and sell appliances. Do you want this? Or do you want to buy this? I can run ads saying I buy the inventory that I do on Facebook Marketplace. Those are systems to get inventory. If you buy and sell clothes, that is a-okay. But people need to know that you buy and sell clothes. This could be building a website and running ads when people search Plato's Closet in your area. And Google tagline can be, skip Plato's Closet, I pay more and will buying your clothes, and I will come to you. Okay, that would crush, absolutely crush. So when people search Plato's Closet, your website comes up first. Take that idea, please take that idea. Same with shoes, whatever. Compete with the big dogs. It's not that difficult, it doesn't cost that much money, and bootstrap it. Build systems where people are bringing inventory to you rather than you actively going to get inventory. This will change your business and allow you to raise your hourly rates. Because I can't go on to explain how much time people spend driving in this eBay business. When it's driving to the thrift store, driving to the post office. Hell, I'm driving right now to the UPS store to ship this stuff off. But my driving, I've tried to limit recently as I've been outsourcing stuff and all that kind of thing. Build systems to make your business better. Systems over sourcing. Okay, quick pause. I'm giving away my 60-page freight shipping guide for completely free. This is something I might regret because I put over a month into building this guide. It'll teach you what carriers to use, how to book them, how to package, and I also included my 10 favorite categories to ship freight. So go get it for free and enjoy the rest of the video. First link in the description. Tip number 1 is to source more of what sells best for you. Now, one of my preferred thrift store content creators is a guy named Jay Ride Flips. I like him because he doesn't do a lot of clothes, he does hard goods, and he provides great content. However, he's still getting the vast majority of his inventory from the thrift store. And I see his videos where he's selling digital cameras and massagers for hundreds to $300s. And I'm like, why doesn't this guy only focus on getting more of those higher quality items and not focus on the $20 to $30 items? Because if he spent as much time as he does at thrift stores trying to find bulk deals for digital cameras, buying lots of massagers, I think he would make more money in less time. Now, places to go to find those. Facebook Marketplace, look up lots of digital cameras. You can type in lot and then camera. Same with back massagers. Lots, massagers. Same thing. Try to buy in bulk in Facebook Marketplace of the items that you sell best. If you're a shoe seller, stop going to the thrift store for shoes. Buy them in bulk at flea markets or online from other sellers. This is where you will make your money so you don't have to drive around, pick through smelly shoes, deal with other crappy people at the thrift store. Start trying to buy more of what sells best for you. And you can find this by going to your sold page on your eBay and sorting by highest price, and only exclusively source for your 5 to 10 items that sold for the highest price, as long as they sold pretty fast. For me, it's Wolf ranges, luxury cooktops like Thermador and Wolf, high-end EV chargers like Ford Charge Station Pros, solar inverters. That is what sells best for me. So that is what I exclusively source for, and I don't break that mold. If I can make $20 profit on a shirt, I don't care. That's not worth my time. What is worth my time is selling something for $400 and making $200, selling something for $1,000 and making $600. And I don't want to hear comments saying, oh, well, $20 is worth my time. No, it's not. Buying an item for $6 and selling it for $20 to make $6 is not worth your time. Listing takes 5 minutes, shipping takes 5 minutes, picking that item takes 3 minutes to find, driving to the thrift store to go find that item takes who knows how long. You can make more money in less time by exclusively looking for what sells best for you, and that leads us to our next tip. The higher your average sales price is, the more money that you will make. This is because when you're selling higher average sales price items, you are solving bigger problems. And this kind of leads into the next tip, which is solve bigger problems. But when your average sales price is, let's say, $40, you have shit ton of competition on eBay. When your average sales price is thousands of dollars, there is no competition. Because these items are harder to source, more difficult to ship typically, and a little bit more rare or have more headaches. Whereas $20 to $40 items, let's take for polo shirts, for example, there are probably 17,000 listings of polo shirts with 5,000 sold. Now that sell-through rate isn't that great, and I'm just making those numbers up, but I'm assuming that's pretty close. And you are dealing with 17,000 other listings. When I sell a cooktop or a range, let's take a Wolf DF366. I sell these all the time. Right now, there's probably 1 or 2 listed and 1 or 2 sold. So if anyone wants to buy that, I have minimal competition as opposed to selling a $30 shirt. And this is a $6,000 appliance. And that goes into tip number 3. The bigger problem you solve, the more money you will make. Replacing a $15,000 appliance for $6,000 and shipping it to someone's door is a very big problem to solve. Replacing a $40 shirt with a $20 pre-owned one is a very easy problem to solve, meaning you will make a lot less money selling those $40 shirts, unless you're selling hundreds of them a month, which good for you if you are, because you're solving a big problem, which is clothing needs at scale. But I guarantee you, selling one luxury appliance and freight shipping it and figuring out how to freight ship it will make you more money than selling 500 shirts. Because I make about $3,000 when I sell a range like that. And let's say you sell 500 shirts for 20 bucks. Okay, that's $10,000, but you're buying each shirt for $5 at the thrift store. Shipping on that shirt costs $5. eBay fees take $3. Your profit on each shirt is $5. Okay, so for 500 shirts at a $5 profit per shirt, it's making the same amount of money as one appliance sale. Solve bigger problems. More niche items, more exclusive items. The lower the active listings are compared to the sold number, the better the item is. I would much rather sell an item with 5 listed and 2 sold than 5,000 listed and 2,000 sold. Now let's go into your eBay store breakdown. In your 90-day total, if you have more active listings than sold listings, you are sourcing wrong. You want to turn over your entire store within 90 days. If you are not running your business as efficiently as you can. Again, this is my store. Very few items listed, much higher numbers sold. I'm about 5xing the number of items listed as I have sold, and I've been doing this very consistently. The reason being is I am only sourcing items that have super high sell-through rates. Granted, what that means is, yes, I pay up for them and my margins might be a little bit smaller. For example, buying something for 400, selling it for 1,000 and making 350 bucks. I'm okay with that because that item sells within 2 to 3 days. Or I'm paying $1,200 for a cooktop. It sells for $3,600. I make $1,200, sells in a month. That's perfect for me. Only buy inventory where there are more sold items than listed. Otherwise, you're in the storage business and not the selling business. Okay, these last two are super tactical, and this goes for eBay sellers who are listing a lot. And both of these tips go over listing strategy. I list my items 10% higher than what is the average sales price on eBay. So if something is selling on eBay for $1,000, I will list for $1,099. Why? Because if it sells for $1,099, awesome. It raises the eBay average sales price. For when I go pick up another one of those, I can sell it for $1,099 because the comps are based off of that. 2, it invites offers. I take offers all the time. One of these is a Breville induction cooktop. I had listed for $1,000. I took an offer for $875. Why? Because I wanted it sold, so I can reinvest that money into more inventory. But I list my items 10% higher than what their average sales price is, and then I always promote them between 2.2 and 4%. 2.2 because most eBay sellers will promote at 2 or 2.1, so I promote at 2.2. And then if that eBay listing is not within the top 5, I will go up and raise my promoted listing percentage to up to 4%. Why 4%? It's an arbitrary number. I don't want to pay more than 4% in fees. And if it's not within the top 5 at 4% promoted listing percentage, which is very rare, most of the time it is, who cares? It'll sell eventually because I only buy items that have a high sell-through rate. So we're going back to that. And final tip of the video is when you are listing, title doesn't really matter. Item specifics doesn't really matter. Description doesn't really matter. Most of my descriptions are what the item is, in good working condition, located in Denver, Colorado, and shipping terms. That's about it. Hey, free shipping with UPS Ground. That's my whole description. What really matters is buying high quality items and taking a great cover photo. You can find great cover photos by searching by sold and going through and just examining whichever item sold for the most amount of money. Copy their cover photo. Copy your competition. Steal from your competition. Don't be ashamed to do what works. Don't break the mold. Just copy what is already working. Title needs to have a little bit of stuff in it. Just make sure if it has an item number, a model number, put that in the title. Put good condition. But the most important thing is you have your item priced correctly. You buy it where it has a high sell-through rate, so more sold listing than active listings, and you take a great cover photo. I hope me ranting in the car was useful for you. I hope you learned a little bit here, whether it was tactical advice or theoretical advice to grow your business. But if you learned something, peace out. I'll see you next week. And get your free freight shipping guide so you have no more excuses to not start shipping freight.